What's up everyone? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing good as we're back with another amazing video for you. Our whole life, we've heard how plants are amazing living beings as they do minimum to no damage to the environment and provide food, nutrients, chemicals, medicines and wood instead. Basically they're everything good and nothing bad. But did you know that the same plants can be the cause of death, injuries, allergies and chemical burns? Well, stay tuned cause this video is just for you. We're gonna tell you top 10 most dangerous trees that can be fatal for humans. Before we get to our list, we're gonna ask you to please hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any future updates. Your support helps us grow and make more content for you. With that being said, let's start our list of the top 10 most dangerous trees. 1. Strychnine tree. Strychnine might sound like a lab chemical to you, but it really isn't. It is a kind of potion made by a poisonous tree that might prove to be deadly. It is commonly found in India and Southeast Asia and is notorious for being the cause of many deaths. It is a source of strychnine. Strychnine is a famous poison used in pesticides by farmers and industries as well. Some clever murderers also use this chemical for the execution of their devious plans. The main source of strychnine are the seeds that carry dark seeds that resemble to dollars. The main symptoms of this poison are eye pain, muscle cramps, dizziness and paralysis along with heaviness in the tongue. Despite its dangers, this tree is used in the treatment of cancer. 2. The suicide tree. Looks really innocent and beautiful, but in reality, this tree has one heck of a history of murders, protection from invaders and punishing. Found commonly in India, this tree has been the cause of many deaths. Once again, used by clever murderers due to its poisonous nature. This tree is quite special. India is famous for its cuisine and culture, and spices have always been a big part of it. Not to sound like a murderer, but what would be a better way of killing someone than poisoning their food, especially when the poisonous chemical tastes spicy and the person to be killed is an Indian? Besides murdering, this tree also has a history of being used in the witch trials in Madagascar, where the victims were forced to ingest the poisonous material. 3. The coconut tree. Surprised? Number 3 on our list is the coconut tree. Many of you consider coconuts to be healthy and love to use perfumes, lotions, coconut water and other stuff. Well, you're right, the fruit is good. The tree, on the other hand, is a different story. Many people have been bludgeoned to death, and to be honest, it does make sense. A coconut is pretty damn hard, and coconut trees are extremely tall. So if something that hard falls from that much height, death by blunt force trauma isn't that much of a surprise. This is why there are signs in tropical regions where coconut trees are present in abundance. 4. Manchineal tree. If you're standing under a tree and it looks like a normal apple tree, we'd suggest you double check. Manchineal trees are extremely similar to apple trees in appearance, but the consequences of ingesting the fruit or touching the manchineal tree might be fatal. These trees are usually found in Caribbean countries like Florida, Mexico, Central and South America. 5. Bunya pine. A pine cone dropping on your head might not kill you if the tree is a regular pine tree. But when it comes to the prehistoric and monstrous Bunya pine tree, an average pine cone is about 22 pounds heavy. So if you're standing under it, it's pretty much like you want your skull cracked like an egg. Surrounded by barricades to prevent the death of people, this 148 feet tall tree has been the reason behind many deaths. The branches of this tree fall for reproductive purposes, unlike other trees, whose branches break and fall due to lack of nutrition. This tree is found in Queensland, Australia and is dated back to the Mesozoic era. 6. Milky mangrove. Besides being used by environmental engineers, mangrove trees are used to stabilize shores and beautify places. But that's not all about it. Number 6 on our list are the milky mangrove trees that might be deadly, just like the previous trees we mentioned in the video. They're commonly found in East Asia, Southeast Asia and Australasian waters. Around 65 feet tall, these trees have glossy leaves that ooze out white material that is toxic and deadly. Any snap, poke, scratch or cut on the branches or leaves of trees results in the seeping out of the white material that might cause non-permanent blindness, irritation in skin and blisters as well. 7. The common yew tree. Remember how Socrates died? The hemlock plant. The reason behind the philosopher's death is actually related to this tree. Relatively small for a conifer, this tree has dull needle-like leaves and is often used to make bendable wood for archery. The wood of this tree is quite poisonous and is present in Europe, North Africa and West Asia. The male plant is entirely poisonous, whether we're talking about wood or fruit or seeds or leaves. The female plant, on the other hand, is a little different as it produces red berries that aren't poisonous, but they can still kill someone. How? Well, they're not poisonous, but their seeds are toxic and can be the reason behind death. So be careful and try not to eat any berries from random trees. 8. Gimpy. Another tree from Australia, known to have lethal tendencies, is Gimpy. Fun name, right? Feel free to find the name interesting, but don't go near it. It is equipped with stinging vegetation, and in case of contact with skin, it can result in death or infliction of extreme pain that might last for months. It has a history of killing many humans, large animals, and has left the ones who aren't dead in serious pain. A rather popular incident of an Australian officer accidentally getting stung by the tree and then committing suicide afterwards because he wasn't able to bear the pain for so long is a decent example of how dangerous the tree is. 9. The Sandbox tree. Ever heard of a tree that drops bombs? Sounds dumb or dramatic, right? But it's true. Well, it doesn't actually drop bombs, but it is called the dynamite tree for a reason. The 200-foot-tall tree drops huge pods that explode and shoot seed pod fragments at the speed of 160 miles per hour and might land about 100 feet away from the tree. The tree itself is laced up with toxic sap, and its reckless and murderous way of reproduction is enough of a reason to stay away from it. 10. Namibian bottle tree. Last, but not the least, the Namibian bottle tree looks more like a bottle of poison, rather than a tree, basically sucking all of the water that is present underground and making its structure ideal for that. This tree is about 6 feet tall and was used by bushmen for poisoning their hunting arrows and to kill birds for fun. If a tree can kill a bird, then humans aren't immune from its toxicity either. Okay guys, so that was all about today's video, and these were the top 10 most poisonous trees that can be deadly, so you have to avoid them at all costs. Hope you liked this video. We'll be back soon with another one. Until then, take care.